Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
So my father passed a few months ago.
Oh,
and
so
the thing
sorry.
is, thank you. And the thing is, he left everything to me: his house, his investments, his business. He didn't give anything to my sisters, who are estranged and with our mother ever since my parents divorced. And my sisters they have asked me to help pay their student loans because my father left them with nothing.
How much was it?
Combined, I believe they went to both undergrad and grad, so combined it's about $300,000.
No, how much was yes, thank you for telling me that, but how much was the inheritance?
It's a couple of million. It's basically his house, his investments, and his business.
When you say a couple million, is that like 2 million or is that like 6 million?
It's in the 8 figures.
Okay. So we're talking 10 million plus.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
So he purposefully did not leave any money to your sisters because he had no relationship with them, and that was his call to make.
Are they misbehaviors?
He didn't. No, he basically cut them off because they sided with our mother during their divorce.
Okay, so they're team mom, you were team dad, and he goes, hey, I'm going to leave it all to my son who's been loyal to me.
Yes.
Okay. And now they're resentful because they feel like they deserve a portion of this money.
It seems like it, yes.
Okay. I think this is more relational, emotional than it is financial. You could write them a check and pay off the loans, but I don't know that you agree with the principle behind it or that would have been your father's heart.
Well, yeah, what do you want to do? What's your heart lean towards?
Meet EveryDollar budgeters Christy and Steve. They used to fight about money.
I'm the spender.
I'm definitely the saver.
Now that they budget with EveryDollar, they're on the same page.
Money is definitely one thing we do not ever fight about.
Having the budget gave me the permission to spend.
Knowing that the money is in each category, it just allowed us to work together better.
Now that's what we call a win-win.
Now we just have to pick paint colors.
We can't help you with that. EveryDollar. Create your free account today.
What's your heart lean towards?
I don't want to disrespect my father in any way.
Okay.
And
do you have a relationship with your sisters, or is it estranged as well?
It's estranged.
Okay.
So they've only come to me only for very unique cases, or when they were going to college or grad, they came to both my father and I for money. My father, I know I was there. My father refused to pay for them, and that's why they have the debt to begin with.
So it's been transactional, this entire relationship.
But can I ask, because here, where I'm sitting, and you've given us, thank you for sharing what you've shared so far. What I'm trying to weigh, and George, I don't know how you're looking at this either, but I'm trying to weigh if this was a decision that was made out of dysfunction, which is I'm forcing you to choose sides, and you guys are children, so you're choosing whatever, I don't know, the parent you like the most that day, that sort of thing. And is this your father, having a kind of just an immature moment, right? Or is this really a reason that is with good reasoning behind it of, hey, I cut them off because they were misbehaving in this way and they made these poor choices? Or is it literally just simply, I don't like your mother anymore and they like her, you're dead to me?
So my mother had an affair. That's why they divorced. My sister sided with my mother because they liked the affair partner more. And I sided with my father because he was my father.
Got you. Okay. So you can't see how they would stand by someone who would do such a thing, basically.
Yes.
I understand. Okay.
I think you're going to be resentful if you give this money. And I'd rather them be resentful towards you than you be resentful towards them.
Okay.
There's no easy answer here. They're going to hate you, but it sounds like they didn't like you to begin with. They just used you for transactional moments. And so I don't think this is going to change anything if you say, that wasn't my father's wishes, I'm sorry.
Listen, I got more to I feel more to it than that. How old were you guys when this happened?
I was 17. My sisters were 15 and 13.
That's interesting to me. Listen, I don't think there's a wrong or right to this. I really don't. It feels very extreme to me that I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just telling you my thoughts. It feels extreme to me that a parent would put children in a situation where they have to choose. And because something about the situation made you guys feel like you had to choose, right? And
Not really. I mean, the thing is, I did not know about my parents' affair. Apparently, my sisters did.
And they said nothing.
And yeah, they said nothing.
Which is
And
not on
that's
not on the daughters. It's on the parent to not put them in the position to keep that secret. Like, kids are kids. Teenagers, they're kids.
A 15-year-old doesn't have the emotional bandwidth to navigate that.
Yeah. And probably thinks, oh, I'm going to be disloyal. Like, kids don't understand what role to play in that. Now, looking back on adults, we can look back and go, maybe I should have done this, maybe I shouldn't. Who knows if they've done the right therapy to work through those things. I just feel that on a surface level, to punish the children for a spousal misbehavior because the children didn't react in the way that the adults felt should have happened. I do struggle with that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just telling you called in. So I'm saying I do have a little bit of a struggle with that. It's not an error on your part. It feels like an error on the dad for saying, I'll show you, and kind of putting a lot of that sting and unforgiveness for what mom did on the kids. I'm no therapist, so that's just my 2 cents. This is tough. I'm not going to lie.
So my father, he suffered very greatly from the divorce, very emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
I know because I was there.
Rightfully so.
He dipped into the alcohol. He dipped into alcohol for a while, but he built himself back up.
Uh-huh.
And he showered me with love and attention because I was the only one that he had. And I don't want to in any way disrespect his wishes. I think he had a purpose to when he wrote his will and he never changed it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had a purpose to when he refused my sisters for the college.
Mm-hmm.
And that's only a drop in the bucket. There have been numerous instances where I know that my father has tried to reach out, especially when my sisters had their kids.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't want anything to do with him. So can I ask this question? Did they, okay, he wrote them off because they followed mom. Did they then write him off because he wrote them off? Was it, do you see what I'm saying? Who wrote whom off first?
My sisters, definitely.
And what was their reason for writing him off if he was completely an innocent party in all of this? I don't know. That's the part I'm trying to understand. It's one thing for them to be like, we still like mom. Like, we don't want this, and for whatever their reasons were, they continue to have a relationship with her. But what would make them completely disassociate from dear old innocent dad who did nothing wrong but love them?
It was basically, from what I understand, the affair partner was very charismatic. He bought them a lot of stuff, and this was back when my father's business wasn't successful.
Okay.
So much to say, he probably bought their love and affection.
Got it. So it was a materialistic relationship.
Here's my final take on this. Again, not trying to play armchair therapist, but I think you're not ready to forgive your sisters and cause reconciliation, and giving them this money feels like you're taking that next step. Is that accurate?
I know that the thing is that I want the old grudges to die. At the same time, I want to respect my father's wishes. And because my father was a God-fearing man, he was very devout. And I know that forgiveness is in the Bible, but I don't know, you're right, I am not ready to forgive them for the pain that they caused my father. Neither my mother, neither my sisters.
That's it. You just said it out loud.
If you're not ready to forgive,
you're not ready.
Don't forgive yet, but I think you should eventually. And my final take is, I do think that him cutting them off was a little bit of dysfunction on his part. And I don't think that they necessarily deserved that. It doesn't sound like I wasn't there, but based on what you said, I don't know if I'd want to keep that dysfunction going.
Yeah. And I want you to be giving out of joy.
Mm-hmm.
That's how giving should be done, not out of, I just hate to be doing this with a clenched fist. So I'd read that Bible again and see if all that grace and mercy talk might eventually heal some of this relational dysfunction. So sorry, man.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.